Now imagine you're a teenager and you're really good at a card game. And I'm talking about really good. Enough where you get a mysterious code on your computer and you enter it, and suddenly you aren't just sitting in your bedroom anymore. You get transported to a high-tech teleportation hub where the game is real, the creatures are real, and you are one of them. That was the premise of Chaotic. Where other shows were about kids summoning monsters to fight for them, Chaotic was about kids becoming the monsters themselves. It was gritty, it was tactical, and it was severely underrated. But we are about to dive into Chaotic and what made it such a masterclass show and severely underrated and forgotten. But before we dive on into it, guys, make sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe if you have not, to stay updated with everything on this channel. Head over to my Discord as well to check out the fun community that we are growing. With that all out of the way, guys, let's dive on into it. Now, most people don't realize that Chaotic didn't start in America. Its DNA began in Denmark. It was originally called Draco Heads, later becoming a collectible card game created by Martin Ralph and Sam Ginnerup. Now, it was Brian Gannon and the team at 4Kids Entertainment who saw the potential to turn this niche European game into a multimedia titan. They didn't just want to dub an existing show, they wanted to build a universe from the ground up. They hired Bardell Entertainment in Vancouver to handle the animation, blending Western storytelling with serialized high-stakes structure of Japanese shonen. Now let's break down the premise a little bit more, because it's more complex than your average battle anime. The story follows Tom, a top-tier player who gets a beta code, which is an invitation to Curry City. Now this show has a two-world system. The show exists in two layers. Layer 1, the Dromes. This is the competitive esports side. Players teleport in, transform into creatures, and battle for rank. Layer 2 is Perim. This is the real world where the creatures actually live. And at the same time, there's an all-out war torn between many continents. Now to do all this, you needed a scanner. This was the most important device in the show. It was like a GPS, phone, and a deck builder, and most importantly, a camera. The camera was used to scan creatures to get new cards. You couldn't just buy the packs. You had to travel into the wild of Perim and scan a creature in person. If you wanted a scan of the underworld leader, you had to sneak into his castle while he was eating dinner and point your scanner at him. One wrong move, you aren't coding out, you're in real trouble. Now the continents and factions were divided among strong areas. Chaotic didn't just have good guys and bad guys, it had tribes with agendas. The Overworlders, led by the main creature Maxor. They would look like heroes but often get caught in diplomatic messes. They live in lush jungles and hanging cities. Their gameplay is balanced with good wisdom and great courage. There's the Underworlders, led by Kaor. They live in volcanoes and pits. They aren't evil, they're just aggressive and industrial. They value raw power and fire-based attacks. The show actually portrays them with having such a deep sense of honor and loyalty. There's the Mapedians. Now they're desert-dwelling chameleons. They're very sneaky creatures who use strike invisibility. They represent the stealth playstyle. Then there's the Danians, the most terrifying tribe. They are an ant hive mind. They don't just fight you, they infect you with their parasites and turn you into one of them. Now enough about the tribes, let's talk about the main players. Now Tom is the main character of the show. He has a huge passion for Chaotic and always tries to play the devil's advocate for the show. There's Kaz, the meta player. He knows the stats, the frame data, and knows the best combos. And he's Tom's best friend. Then they meet Sarah and Peyton. Sarah, she cares about the geography and the secrets of Perim, always going out on expeditions and trying to find hidden treasures in the world. And Peyton, he likes junk cards. He uses weird strategies to win, and with each main character comes a different personality. This is how the dynamic of the show felt like a real community. You saw them trading codes, discussing nerfs, discussing buffs, and doing all the stuff we do today with one of these MOBA type games. Now what's so interesting about this premise is when the players are in the chaotic/Perim world, they exist simultaneously on Earth, so their daily lives continue without drawing concern or attention from others. When a chaotic player leaves chaotic, they become one person again, and the Earth version of them gains the memories of anything they experienced in the chaotic world. Now the show officially premiered on October 7th, 2006. Now the plan for 4Kids Entertainment was to roll out a storyline over 7 years. Now the show released before the highly anticipated chaotic trading card game that was on a launch in the early 2007. It was a highly innovative multimedia game, and each card had also its own code that not only ensured that no virtual of the two cards were the same, but also helped kids upload the cards for free on their personal collection on the chaotic website. Now the company tried to be a multimedia giant. Now the show did bounce around from a bunch of different studio networks, like CW for Kids, Cartoon Network, Toon Disney, even Jetix. Now if you want to know why the show was an underrated masterpiece, just look at season 2 and 3, when the Miralians arrived. These were telepathic, deep-sea monsters that could mind control the other tribes. The show went from a tournament-style fun time to an all-out world war. Now even the art style shifted from flash animation to high-detail traditional anime style. The battles became larger, the stakes became even life and death, and we saw characters we loved actually get brainwashed and turned against their friends. It was high-stakes storytelling at its best, and represented what the audience wanted. So, why did it stop? It wasn't because it failed. At its peak, Chaotic was rivaling Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, there was a legal battle. A massive lawsuit between 4Kids Entertainment and the creators of Epic Rights froze the franchise. Because of illegal red tape, they couldn't print cards or air new episodes. The show died in a courtroom basically, not in the ratings. But the impact of its first game to use unique alphanumeric codes on every card. It was like an NFT before NFTs were even a thing, but it was actually fun and functional. It was a bridge between the digital and physical game, and that was a brand new way to play, and it hasn't been perfected since. Chaotic was so special, because I felt like it was a secret world we were all invited to. It taught us strategy, politics, and the value of a good scan. To this day, the creator Brian Gannon has been working on a revival. Whether it happens or not, the Dromes are always open in our memories. Those legendary battles and all the great banter between the main characters. Now I remember collecting the cards growing up, watching the anime, sitting down and just enjoying the show. I actually played the online game, I tried playing it, wasn't that good, but I had a lot of fun doing it. It's sad the way Chaotic went out. That show had a lot of potential and so many people enjoyed it. But let me know in the comments down below. Did you ever watch a Chaotic show? Or did you ever play the card game? And are you wishing for a revival? Because I am. Let me know in your thoughts down below. Thank you guys so much for watching today's Blast for the Past episode, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow for more.